Today we are diving into a hot topic: short-term content versus long-term content. What is actually working today? And I think the results might surprise you a little bit, so I recommend watching this video till the end. Both have their pros and cons, that's for sure. And if you're just a content creator or a digital marketer, if you want to start your business from scratch online, then or maybe you're just curious, then this video is for you. First, let's talk about the short-term content, because lately all the platforms have been pushing short-term content, but now it's been changing a little bit. Let me explain. So when we talk about short-term content, we usually mean like Instagram content, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. TikTok I'm not using, but of course, also as well. And short-term content is usually content under 1 minute long. And if you're not following me on Instagram yet, you can check it out. It is linked in the description below. I highly recommend. I don't post the same things on YouTube and on Instagram. It's almost never overlapping content. So you always get something new and something unexpected. So when it comes to the pros of short-term content, then of course it's high engagement. In today's fast world where the attention span of people is not very good, which is terrible. But most of the viewers on this channel are different, I believe. Let me know what you think. Anyway, it is easy to grab attention and keep people's attention if it's just a short thing. It's like in everything in life. The second thing, it's easier to go viral. The viral potential of short-term content is huge, because people are consuming short content like constantly, every few seconds something new. And quick production is the third point here, because, it's just easy to consume the content, you just few seconds and that's it. And you don't have to spend a lot of resources for that. You just need your phone. You don't even need to edit anything. You just film and off you go. When it comes to cons of short-term content, then, well, of course, it's limited depth. You cannot convey important, complex information into some 1 minute long video. You cannot even tell a detailed story in such a short video. So there is no much depth in it. The second point here, it's very hard to get people's trust when it comes to short-term content, because it's just just an impression and that's it, compared to long-term content where you can actually get to know the other person much better. You can really build trust here. And the third very important point is monetization. It's very hard to monetize short-term content. Short content doesn't really convert, For people to make the next step in the relationship with the content creator, they need more time, they need more depth. And that's why short-term content just doesn't convert. It has a different purpose though, so it's okay. And also when it comes to revenue from advertisement, like on YouTube, you can also, the revenue from shorts is nothing compared to the long-term content. So again, it's just when it comes to monetization, of course, long-term content is the key. So when it comes to long-term content, this is usually like a YouTube video over 10 minutes long or around this. And this is what I'm using. I'm using YouTube as my long-term content. But it can also be podcasts are very popular, or it can be a blog post, a long blog post. Why not? And the pros, again, it's the depth. You can provide really valuable, deep information and transformation for people. You can really bring them to a different level. You can really make an experience for them. Second is stronger connection. You can really build great relationship on YouTube or any kind of long-term content. Because as I already explained, with the short content, it's just an impression. It's not that you are building a relationship. People who come to my YouTube channel, people who really listen to my videos till the end, those people are really interested in what I have to say. Those people are becoming my friends. those people are the ones that I am also very curious about, because sometimes I would love also to meet some of you in real life, because I think you're just very interesting people. Some of you also have YouTube channels and Instagram accounts. So we are kind of like colleagues, and some of you don't, and it's also fine. It's just you are very interesting people, the audience who comes to YouTube compared to short-term content. And that's why I really love also when you leave comments, because I know that you've seen even just a short comment tells me that you actually have seen the video and actually appreciate, this communication going on with us. The third point here is that long-term content has this evergreen value. It's going to have a longer life, and it's going to attract viewers and readers, for a very long period of time, maybe years or even decades. And the fourth very important point is monetization. Long-term content is actually what converts and what makes money also when it comes to ad revenue. When it comes to cons of long-term content, well, first of all, it's time consuming. To make a long-term piece of content, you just spend more time naturally. Instead of a few seconds, it can take you much, much longer, because you have to take your time to prepare, take your time to, make the content, take your time to edit it. And actually, when it comes to editing, I have a separate video why you don't read, where I explain why you don't really need to hire an editor as a solopreneur. To make your life easier, make sure you watch this video after you finish watching this one till the end. I will link it here so you can watch it later on. The second point here is that long-term content has lower initial engagement. It's very hard, to grasp people's attention and to keep it for a long time compared to short-term. And the third point is the production cost. Very many content creators spend quite a lot of time, money, time also, but money on equipment, on, again, editing, hiring an editor, the reason why you need to watch that video I mentioned before. And I like to explain again and again that as a solopreneur, you don't really need those costs, but very often people, go for it. And also, why not? Why not to improve the quality if you want? If you think it makes sense, if you have the surplus in your business or something. Like, I'm actually thinking of buying a camera and learning how to operate it, how to manage it. Now I'm just using my phone. But I kind of have this curiosity. I realize I don't have to do it, but I'm a little bit curious, a little bit like I have this surplus that I might want to have a look. Recently, I noticed that, sometimes I really want to improve the quality of the videos. So let's see if I, grew up into this concept or not. But this is the fact that long-term content sometimes requires more cost. And some content creators actually spend like about from 300 to, up to 1,000 just to create one video. But again, you don't really need to do that. It's just the fact, so I have to mention it. So what I wanted to say, recently the short-term content was pushed so much, but eventually many people realized they are not making money out of it, and especially as a business owner, because you cannot convert short-term content. Or, you can, but the conversion rate is so low compared to the long-term content. So if you're like really a business owner, if you're not just a content creator where it depends on how many views you get, but you have a product, you have some service that you are promoting using your content, then of course you need long-term content as well, not only short-term content. And many business owners have realized it and now are going back to long-term content because they and the second very important thing, they want to also provide value. They don't just want to have a quick impression, quick entertainment, maybe a short dancing or something like people used to do a lot, thinking that this is the only way, to grab people's attention. Let's dance a little bit here and there, But sometimes it's even, it's stupid. Most of the time it's just stupid, But I've tried it myself. One time in one video I was dancing, just like half a minute, just to give it a try. It was quite some years ago. But then I thought, this is just quite ridiculous. Why should I be dancing if most of my content is educational and some of my content shows parts of my life, things like traveling, or things related to personal development and so on. So why should I be dancing? If you want me to dance on video, let me know in the comments. Maybe I should perform something. But okay, back to some serious business here. If you want to make sure that you provide value to people, you really make influence. Yeah, you really can make this world a better place. If you are into depth, then you need long-term content. If you're into deep value, into real business, that you need long-term content eventually, as well as the short-term content. And the best thing is actually the balance of both. You use short-term content, like I use Instagram, to grab people's attention, to get to know people, because most of the people, they are not ready to jump into long-term content right away. They want to, have some impression, get to know you better. And maybe after a few short impressions, they think, okay, I also want to know what this lady has to say, to really say, and to really share. And then they go to my YouTube channel. And then also on my YouTube channel, I can talk more about what I have to offer otherwise, outside of the YouTube channel. For example, here I really can take a few minutes talking about my online program, for solopreneurs, which I call Solopreneur Journey for Free Thinkers. It's a 7-step method how to build your business from scratch on Instagram, because Instagram is easier to start with and you need it anyway, because there you can also, I like also Instagram because you can have those one-on-one conversations with people. You can get closer to your audience this way. And this is something, this is something missing in the YouTube relationships. And that's why Instagram plus YouTube, I think this is like the best combination. This is the best balanced approach of having both short-term and long-term, short-term more for grabbing people's attention, for getting to know you short step by step, and then for those who want to go deeper, they also eventually go to my YouTube channel, like you. Thank you for doing that. Okay, some of you just found me on YouTube, but quite a lot of you came from Instagram. I also enjoy the possibility, to send those voice messages on Instagram, something, privately, something that I cannot do on YouTube. It's a completely different thing. And it's also very helpful, very necessary to do in business. And also just for making friendships and getting to know people, which I also love a lot. Because your influence goes beyond just your business. And your mission should also go beyond just your business. For example, I help people, start building their business so that they actually can create freedom in life, and really start enjoying life and getting the freedom they deserve. So if you want to know more, if you want to consider, working with me, then check out the link below, the Solopreneur Journey for Free Thinkers. You can log in and check out some free lessons to get a feeling if we are the right fit to work together. And it's very important that we get this feeling that we like each other before we get into working together, because then we can get the best outcome for you and for me, because I enjoy working with people I actually like. So let me know in the comments if this video was useful for you and what kind of content you prefer and why. And if you're interested in more, tips on digital marketing, then also make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that we can meet again and again. So see you in my next video.